What is going on, guys? Zeus here, and today I'm bringing you guys my thoughts on the new DLC pack that dropped today, Havoc for Advanced Warfare. I'm just going to quickly go over my thoughts. Before we get into that, I'm going to briefly mention the two gameplays you guys are watching in the background. The first part of the video, you're going to be watching some round 30 plus footage from the new Exo-Zombies, which is really fun. I'm going to get into that later on in the video, so hope you guys enjoy that. It's kind of fast-paced. We only made it to round 32, I believe, and then we died. It took about like an hour and a half to get to there. Pretty fun. And like I said, I'll get into that later on in the video. And then the second gameplay you guys are going to watch is, I believe I dropped 67 kills playing some hardpoint on the map Urban. Not really impressive. I wasn't able to get a DNA bomb because I did stay up all night last night. I downloaded them at, I believe they came out around 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was just really tired. In addition to the fact that only the sweatiest of the sweaties are playing at that time, like when the map pack first drops. So I didn't really have a chance to get a DNA bomb, so this is really the best gameplay that I could muster up. So hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Alright, so my thoughts on the Havoc DLC as a whole. So another thing to briefly mention is that it did come with a new gun called the AE4. I personally haven't used it at all. I've heard it compared to the FAL with Select Fire plus Silencer post-patch, so it's not really like that special of a thing. It is pretty, it is a pretty slow firing gun. Damage seemed to be okay on it, but like I said, I wasn't really using it too much because when I was playing, I was using these sweaty guns such as the BAL, AK, and ASM one, trying to get you guys a DNA bomb, which I will get. I will get a DNA bomb on I'm gonna probably go for one on all 4 of the maps. So let's get into those 4 maps. So let's start with the gameplay. Let's start with the map that you guys are watching in the second half of the video, known as Urban. It's probably my favorite map that's inside of this map pack. It is definitely the smallest map. People are comparing it to Nuketown, which is interesting because I didn't think a Nuketown type map would really work in Advanced Warfare with the exosuits and how fast you can navigate the map. But there's enough levels on this map where it kind of works having the exosuits, and it does still feel really small. I could definitely see a lot of gameplay records being on this once more people get the DLC, and there's a lot worse players playing these DLC map packs, because right now, even in the Mosh Pit playlist, the players are still really sweaty. But I see, like, come the weekend, there'll definitely be some double DNAs on this map and 100 pluses. Another map to mention is Sideshow. This is probably my second favorite map inside the map pack. It's really weird. The sounds on it are, like, really bizarre. There's a lot of fucking, like, clown noises, and I was standing on one of the roofs, and all of a sudden I just picked up a fucking bomb. I don't know where the hell that came from. So there's a lot of weird shit in it, and the clown noises are kind of creepy, because clowns are fucking scary. Everyone knows that. So it's kind of weird, like, sound and design-wise, but it's pretty cool. The only thing is the map is extremely open. There isn't really a lot of cover at all. There are a few buildings you could camp in, but for the most part, you're going to be really exposed. But again, it's kind of a smaller map, and definitely could see a few gameplays on it. Next map is Drift. This map's really interesting as well. I kind of like it. It really, really reminds me of, I believe it's called Downhill. It was from the first map pack in Black Ops 2, I believe. Which usually wouldn't be a good thing because I wasn't really a fan of that map. But it seems to work pretty well in this game. It's not as big as Downhill was, but the design of it and the snow is very similar. And halfway through a round in Domination, there is the, similar to, like, Recovery, how it, like, splits off into 2 maps. There's, like, an avalanche that comes. Just stupid stuff like that. I've never been a huge fan of, like, those whole, like, interactive maps and, like, shit like that, and, like, on Recovery, switching sides. I've never really been a fan of those kinds of gimmicks. I can understand why they put it in the game, and I can understand who they're trying to appeal to, but for me personally, I'm just not a fan. I would prefer just normal maps. And then the last map to mention is, there's Sideshow, Urban, Drift, and then there's Core. Oh, right. I forgot about Core because it's probably the worst map of them all. This is the only, like, really big map in here. There's a lot of different levels to it, and just design-wise, it's just really ugly. Like, it's kind of bright because it takes place in, like, a desert. I couldn't even describe what kind of fucking place this takes place in, to be completely honest. It might be from the campaign or something. I didn't play it, but it's a very weird location. It's a lot of desert and sun, so it's not, like, it's very bright, but, like, everything else is, like, all rusty metal walls and everything like that. It's not a very appealing map to look at, in my opinion. And like I said, there's a lot of different levels. It's very big, and there's a lot of places for people to just camp. So I wasn't a huge fan of that map at all. Especially when I was playing like TDM, it was just the most slow-paced map, which is weird because the other maps are, you know, decently sized. They're medium to small maps, which is good. That's overall, I think, the reason why I would say I would recommend buying this. If you're just planning on playing multiplayer, is the maps are small, which is, like, it's not a problem Advanced Warfare has, because the maps are, for the most part, pretty decent for what they are. But if you were looking for smaller maps similar to, like, Nuketown, Dome, then this map pack does have them in Sideshow and in Urban, and the other two are decently sized. Core's pretty big. But overall, the maps, I think, in this map pack were actually really good, which is surprising, because I'm usually not a fan of these map packs that come out. I didn't buy a single Ghost map pack, I believe, and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, I did buy them because I got the Season Pass, but for the most part, the maps just weren't very good. So another thing to touch on is the Exo-Zombies. The Exo-Zombies is a ton of fun. The round 32 footage you're watching, that's actually the first time I'd ever played Exo-Zombies. It was the first game I went into with my friend Steve, or Apple XP. I'll leave his Twitter in the description so you guys can give him a follow. But he had played it a few times, so he kind of knew what we were doing. He got to like round 16, I believe, so he kind of knew where the different things were. So I'm going to go over a few of the changes. For the most part, it is very similar to the Treyarch zombies that we saw in the design of it, where the zombies spawn in, there's the different rounds, and they have things like Jug, Sleight of Hand, and things like, not PhD Flopper, but there's like the Boost Slam, which is just, you have that already in the multiplayer, but you can get that in zombies and use it to kill the different Exo-Zombies. So I believe they're all like 2,500. It might be 1,500. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But they're a bit less than they were in like Treyarch zombies. But they come in the form of Exo abilities. And another interesting thing is when you go down in this game, the first time you go down after getting a perk, you don't actually lose those perks, which is interesting to kind of give you like a free pass as long as you're picked up. And also when you die in this game, it comes with like built-in tombstone, but it only gives you one weapon. I thought that you would get all your perks and your weapons back when you only actually get one weapon that you had on you, and that is the weapon that you had when you went down. So do be careful for that. Another thing is there are dogs in there, and there's also these infected zombies that they can infect you, and then you have to run to this I can't even say the word, but you have to run to this different chamber to, you pay like 250 points, so you're not infected anymore, or else you can die from that. One annoying thing I have about it is that there are these like system hack kind of zombies that keep exploding before you kill them, and then you can't boost jump or anything like that, so it does get very annoying, and especially in the later rounds when it's very hectic and there's a lot of them, you're just constantly system hacked. It doesn't last very long, but when a bunch of them are doing it like one after another, it does get to be very, very annoying. For the most part, I think my overall views of these zombies is it's a lot of fun. It's very fast-paced compared to the Treyarch zombies, since you do have the exosuits, you move really fast, and you can jump up. And it is a lot easier, I think, than Treyarch zombies as well, because you can boost jump. So if you get trapped in a corner or something like that, you can just boost jump over them. And yeah, so overall, very fun. Final thoughts on the map pack, I would definitely say buy it. It's only $15. You get a free gun, you get 4 decent maps, and you get a new game mode, which is really cool. I really enjoy the zombies, and I look forward to seeing where they go with that. So that's all the time I've left. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please make sure to do so. Also remember to like the video and share it on Twitter, and that's all the time I've left. Peace.